In this video, I'll talk to you briefly about the things that I used and the methods that I used to make this little pony puppet. I call her a pony just because of the tail. I'm not sure if she's a pony, a donkey. Anyways, she's got these large ears. She's got some cute little elements. To start off, to actually make her eyes, instead of using the stuffed big fat bulging eyes, I just cut out actually a piece of terry cloth from an old towel, and I just actually sewed it on with a series of back stitches. I went around and did the one circle, a bunch of back stitches, and a little bit of satin stitching to fill in the eyeball. And then I went ahead and did the same on that side. So those are really quite simple. It's good to kind of have one hand inside holding it open while the other hand is doing the stitching. You have to kind of work at it and figure out what works for you. To attach the ears, I used the slash and insert method where you cut along the length of where you want to attach that piece and then you put it in. That was in my video showing different attachment methods. I showed how to attach the ridgeback for the dragon, and I also said you could use that method to attach ears. So there it is, all finished. So 2 slashes, put it, remember, right sides together, flip it inside out, and then sewing those 3 layers together. I did those 2 things first, and then I went ahead, flipped it right side out, and I attached my hair. I first made my hairpiece according to the video on different hairstyles. Once I made my hairpiece, then I just used a series of back stitches along the part in the hair to attach the hair to the head. After that, it was just finishing touches. I attached the tail. All I did was I actually took it, held it sort of like this, and just did some overcasting, just attaching tail to body, tail to body, tail to body, all the way along the length, and then flipping it over when I was done. That way you hide your stitches. It just is kind of a nice clean finish compared to if I just stitched it on from the outside. Whenever possible, try to hide stitches if you can. If you can figure out a way to do it, you'll end up with a more professional looking result. The last thing I did was I decided she needed a little bling, and so I found an old barrette from my daughter's stash of barrettes and just threw a couple of stitches in it to kind of catch it and hold it in place. So when the puppet is on, she has her little hairpiece, and she's got kind of a nice look to her. She's sort of smiling, and she's got her floppy ears, her fancy hair, and her little tail.